the first group of eggs I showed you from Raiden. This is from the last video that I made with Eleanor and Dusty Rhodes. And this is from Paprika and Riddler. And we're gonna fill up all of this. We might even go a couple of rows high. Hey guys, welcome to another video here at Cloud Colubrids. In my last video, I showed you the first eggs that we got for the 2025 season. And yesterday, we had more eggs laid, which I'm gonna start off the video showing you. And these are from Raiden and Oakland, one of my most anticipated pairings. The extreme Anery Okeetees I got as little babies from Lee Abbott, raised them up. They maintain those dark black saddles. Really amazing animals that Lee Abbott calls silver black Okeetees. So that's the first clutch I'm gonna show you. Now when I went to bed last night, Daytona, she's next in line to lay, and she paired with Riddler. I checked the bottom of the egg laying box, no eggs. I came home from work today and we have a bunch of eggs, so I don't know if they're good or not. From what I saw, they look like good eggs, so I'm gonna first show you Raiden and Oakland's clutch, and then I'm gonna show you the clutch from Daytona and Riddler. And you know, I do it all on camera. I don't open them up beforehand, so I'm showing them to you as I'm seeing them. So I don't know how many slugs we have. I don't know how many good eggs we have, but I do know I have a nice cup of cold brew, Stumptown cold brew, and I really thank you guys for watching the video. So I want to make a blessing for you guys. Bless you. Alright, so Raiden paired with Oakland, and this was one of my most anticipated pairings. Had a couple this year that I'm really excited about, and this was one of them. Silver black Okeetees from Lee Abbott. These are extreme Anery Okeetees. Lee Abbott calls them silver black Okeetees. As adults, they maintain those deep black saddles, unlike most other Aneries. So we're gonna just gently take off the moss until we see the eggs. Just being real gentle. I don't want to scare her, just being nice and gentle. Alright, so I got most of the moss off, and I could see from what I see here, all of these eggs look good fertile eggs. So now I'm just gonna remove Raiden, take her off the eggs, and we'll get a better look. Alright, so Raiden is just relaxing in my hand. I just took her off of the eggs, and you know, after laying, they're really weak and tired. They just want to rest. And look at the clutch. Look at that clutch of eggs. It doesn't really get any prettier than that. And the moss was around them, so it gets them looking a little dirty. But these are really nice, crisp, clean white and calcified eggs. Now I'm gonna count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 good eggs from Raiden, first time breeder. So take a look at those beauties from Raiden and Oakland. Now I got my egg incubator box all set up with the vermiculite, nice and damp but not wet. So I'm placing them gently in and just giving a little shimmy just to get the eggs embedded into the vermiculite. And now I'm just gonna put a little bit around them just to keep them in place. All right, so the eggs are in the egg incubator box, nice and secure, and they all look good. I just want to candle them real quick. Since we're recording a video, might as well candle them, see if we see any veins or redness in the eggs. Sometimes they don't develop it right away. Sometimes it takes a week or so, and then you start noticing it more. But let's see what we got. All right, guys, I'm in a dark room now. I got my high-powered flashlight. You just put them up to the eggs and hope we see either veins or a little bit of redness. Now there's a vein on the very top and the egg is red. You can see right there, there's some faint veins and one long vein on the left-hand side, but on camera, it's harder to see. Oh, that one has some nice veins in it. Probably don't see it on camera. Those are all good eggs. All right, so Raiden and Oakland. Raiden laid 12 good eggs, no slugs, first time breeder, and that is a beautiful clutch of eggs if I've ever seen one. The way they were just clumped together, nice size eggs, nice and white. So I'm gonna make a blessing for Raiden and her eggs. Alright, so this is Daytona. I got her in Daytona at the Daytona Expo from Lee Abbott, and that is one of the reasons why I named her Daytona. It was just fitting, and she is absolutely a stunning female. I already see an egg right there. We already see eggs, and those eggs that I see look good. So all I'm doing is gently removing this moss until I get all the moss off the top. And then I could remove Daytona from the eggs. Now I noticed Daytona didn't really want to come off the eggs, and it's like a crown of eggs, so it's gonna be easier for me to remove the eggs just like that. And there we have it. We can see the eggs now. All right, so we have 13 fertile eggs and one slug here. Now I'm gonna pull apart the slug real quick, and let's see if we could get the camera focused. There we go. This is a slug. You could see I could just squish it like a little gummy bear. It's soft. It's not as white as the other eggs. The shell is just totally floppy, and you can see it's just like a little gummy bear. These eggs are nice, hard, calcified over, nice and firm, pearly white, and stuck together. So I'm gonna make the egg laying box real quick for these, show you how I do it, and we'll get them in there. So for this, I'm using this Sterlite shoebox, plastic shoebox. It's about the size of a shoebox if you have small feet. Now I don't use these for shoes. And you can see there's a small hole right there. I poked a small hole on each side, just to provide a little bit of ventilation, give it a little air. You don't want any fungus or mold growing in there, but you don't want to put too many holes or big holes, and then you'll lose that nice humidity that you need. Now we're gonna just be using moss today. I ran out of vermiculite, so I'm gonna go get some more, but you could use vermiculite, moss, you could even use Repti chip. There's so many different things. You could use perlite with a little moss on top. I do like vermiculite, but moss works great too, so we're gonna use that today. So now I just took some moss, I put it in here. You can see it's nice and dry, so we wanna get that moistened. I like to use spring water. Some people use tap water, which should be fine, but I use spring water. Just a little bit of water. I know how much to put. I can eyeball it. I don't measure anything. Now I'm just gonna mix this up real good. Mix it up until everything's evenly distributed. All right, so now I mixed it up evenly, and as a test, I just like to put it in my fist, make almost like a ball if you're making a meatball, and just give it a little squeeze. If there's no water dripping out, you don't want it dripping wet, but it holds its form. It's nice and moist, but not dripping wet. You don't want it dripping wet, otherwise it's gonna be too wet and it could drown the eggs, provide a lot of fungus and mold. You just want it like a damp texture, and it's perfect. Now we're gonna put the eggs right on top. So all the eggs are in, and I'm just putting the moss around them a little bit just to provide a little bit more support. I don't want to cover them with it, just put it underneath so it's nice and nestled in. So we got the eggs nicely positioned, and now I'm just gonna close it up. No holes on the lid. I don't put any holes on the lid, just on the sides. I put one on each side. Close it up. I got my index card right there. Put that right on top so I know who's who. I got a bunch of different eggs in different bins, and they all look the same. So I gotta know who is who. So I label them, and now they're going into my warm closet that stays 78 to 80 degrees. Let me put these in real quick. So I'll give you guys a quick look at all the eggs we have so far. The clutches are starting to grow. This is the eggs that we just put in right now, and that's the first group of eggs I showed you from Raiden. This is from the last video that I made with Eleanor and Dusty Rhodes, and this is from Paprika and Riddler. So right here we have two clutches, both sired by Riddler, one Paprika, one Daytona, so different clutches of Extreme and Rheocates. And then we have a little cup right here with two good eggs from Pennywise and Frosty, and we're gonna fill up all of this. We might even go a couple of rows high, and we still got king snakes to breed as well. So the sun is actually just starting to set, and the eggs are stored away in a nice quiet place. You know, I don't like music and all that stuff disturbing my eggs. I want the finest for them. So nice peace and quiet. They can hear the birds chirping outside, and that's about it. They might hear me a little bit when I'm doing my videos, but give them 75 to 90 days and 78 to 80 degrees. I'm not incubating them in an actual incubator. Out here in South Florida, it's a tropical environment, and in this room I closed the vent for the air conditioning, so it maintains that 78 to 80 degree temperature, which is fine for the eggs. Now, if I wanted to incubate them, or if I lived in a colder climate where I would have to incubate them, I would probably do 80 to about 83, and then the egg should hatch within like 55 to 60 days. But they come out a little bit smaller when you incubate them at a temperature a little bit cooler. It takes them longer to hatch, and they grow a little bit more. So these are gonna come out nice and robust. I've been doing it this way every year, and it works out just beautifully. Now, you know, I don't feel like cooking. I've been working all day, coming home, now doing the videos, and I'm gonna probably go get some Thai food. Not pad Thai. There's another dish called drunken noodles. It's a nice wide noodle. They put some pea pods, some bell peppers. I could do chicken, shrimp, or beef. I like to get it nice and spicy with some nice pan-fried dumplings. Maybe get a nice soup as well. Just relax, edit videos, and I'm just so excited about this time of year. Now I have more girls that should be laying in a couple of days, so the videos are just gonna keep coming and coming and coming. Plus the Cali Kings, we're breeding those, so that's gonna be more videos. The Tarahumara Mountain Kings, the Gray Bands. It's just a thing of beauty now. I'm glad you guys are here to watch the videos, and I just love making them. So without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And don't forget, if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. Be safe, guys.